Hi everyone, it's Christmas Eve, so I thought I'd better do a bit of a video because you've not seen me since probably September. There's been a few things going on, but predominantly I've not really been to the plot, not really done any gardening. I decided to sort of like pretty much just kind of stop and just carry on picking, things that were coming ripe, and anything that was kind of growing and not doing great, I thought, stuff it, leave them, let them, do their own thing. Everything went a bit wild with weeds, so I thought I'll deal with that as and when, because as we go into 2025, I've got some decisions to make of how I'm going to handle it, because I've got to reevaluate, what time I have to do it, along with, my own health issues and looking after my father at the same time, because it is getting, obviously it's more demanding, and it's very difficult to sort of down things here and go up to the plot, because it's got to a point now, my dad doesn't like being left alone. It can be, because I've got all the, walking frame, stair lift and pendants and things like that. He's got all them things, but I think he just feels happier if I'm around, which I can understand when you're getting old and you're getting frail. So I can't really get on with a lot of things, and there just isn't the support there to free me up to go and do things, really, at the end of the day, both from the government or local councils and family, they just don't seem to sort of let me have the time away to get on with things, but we just have to deal with it as we go along, So next year, yeah, I'll probably do it less intensive, might rest some of the plot, just concentrate on building the beds up, with plenty of organic matter, manure and things, and resting them, maybe even growing green manures, just bulking the beds back up again, so they're nice and not fluffy, but they've got like plenty of like mycelium growth in there, and try and give a chance for any sort of bugs to die off a little bit. The season won't do much, but obviously the club root, kind of stuck with it for a while. I've got a few different things I can put in the ground that people have mentioned. I've got those ready. But I might predominantly grow some brassicas in the back garden here, but I don't need to grow any cauliflower next year because I've got a chest freezer that's full of cauliflower, so I don't need to grow any cauliflower, that's for sure. So, but it'll be usual things like onions. Onions are fine, been storing great. Garlic's, it's alright, so I'll them be doing the usual, probably, sowing them in the coming months. But yeah, so back garden, still loads to do out there. It's, it's tidy and everything is like as it was. Tomato plants are still hanging in the polytunnel wall. Yeah, I need to clean all that up and clean the polytunnel out. It does just sort of harbour bacteria and problems. So I need to clean it down because it will not be long and the season starts again. Because sowing starts probably in about 2 or 3 weeks for garlic. To start doing garlic the first couple of weeks of January. But I've got Brussels sprouts. I need to go and pick some of them tomorrow, it being Christmas Day, and then I'll get New Year out of the way. I'll see what I've got time wise, and I might just slowly, rather it's not like blowing a gale, freezing cold. I'll go out and I'll just do little bits, peck away at it like that, rather than daunting myself with a big, load of stuff. But I've still got the rook. He's sort of still in the shed. He's doing fine. I'll probably do some videos on him as we get to the spring. Whether he'll fly, I don't know. I actually think he doesn't realise he's a bird, so there'll be updates on him as we go along. But yeah, he's very different natured than Jack was. The Jack that I had, he's a bit of a bugger. I'll give him his due there, but he's a character. His character's coming through. Sometimes it can be affectionate, but obviously he can't fly because he's got to wait for his full molt. His full body molt. He's got all his body feathers are on. So I'm just waiting for the springtime when they do the wings and the tail molt, and they'll come through all brand new, and then he'll probably want to fly a bit. But I'm gonna have to build like a little outdoor section to his shed so he can go outside and get familiar with things like rain. Because he's not been rained on. Things like that. They start him a bit because it's all new. There's a big world outside that shed. I don't even sort of bring him out of the shed into the house in case he flutters somewhere, climbs up and goes over fence, I can't get to him. You know, he's very vulnerable like that, so he needs to build up a little bit of instinct. But as for releasing him, it would have to be a soft release on his terms. But I think it's probably in his best interest that he does his own thing as a bird. You know, flies around, plays around, whatever he wants to do, and then comes in, feeds, and hunker down in the safety for the night, which I'm fine with. You know, he can do what he likes in the day and then hunker down. If he wants to come in the house when he's a bit older, do what he wants. You know, at the end of the day, he will be free to choose if he wants to stay or go. I've got him through when I got him in May. You know, when he was roaming around in the middle of a main road, couldn't walk, right tatty thing. You know, and he's quite pristine now. And just say when his tail feathers and wing feathers sort itself out, you know, quite a bonny looking bird. You know, and he's got some power in his beak. Got him some toys and that. He has all the little, got a couple in here. You know, a little, it's like little dog training toys. He can hide treats and stuff. Because they're super intelligent. You know, you can figure them out in minutes. So it just keeps them entertained a bit. You know, if you can't spend ages stuck in a shed, then you know, so try and get, you know, a couple of hours a day, you know, in there with him. And obviously, you know, once he's capable of flying to safety, he can be out and about, do what he wants. You know, if I'm out in the garden, he can be out in the garden with me. That's all to come in 2025. All that we'll play all that by ear. You know, and obviously the plot and see what happens with that. So I think that's it. That's really everything there is to update on. You know, and a big thank you, of course, to everyone, you know, who subscribed, new and old. You know, thanks for all the, you know, the people who've donated to the channel. You know, you know, recently and in, you know, over the years. It's massive help. And I just hope you all have a great Christmas and a New Year, and I'll see you in 2025. Take care now. See you.